Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. As you can see, it's going to be another BBC micro game. And I have an idea of what I want to play. As always. This disc contains the Anita Straker Player Adventure program plus the demo adventure file Zoo. When prompted for a file name, please enter the name Zoo. Press space to continue. Play your adventure. Name of your adventure file? Z-O-O Zoo. Put the file disk in the disk drive. Press return. And that is exactly what we shall do. Ready. Welcome to Let's Play Zoo for the BBC Micro. Yet another adventure game of the text-based variety from Anita Straker, who brought us Tea Shop and The Lost Frog. This one is a little interesting and a little more complex, but it's still fun for all ages. We can play the adventure, we can see the notes, we can load a new file, or we can stop. Well, we're obviously not going to stop, we're going to see the notes. In this adventure, you can explore your surroundings to find hidden objects. If you carry the objects back to the starting place and drop them there, then your score will increase. You can take an object if you find one, use it if you are in danger, then drop it at the starting place. Examples given: take sweet paper, use pot of honey, drop biscuit tin. If you want to take all the objects which you can see, then type take all. If you want to drop all the objects which you are carrying, then type drop all. However, you can only carry with you a maximum of 4 objects at any one time. And I'm making sure that this thing shows up properly in OBS. And it is, because that's how I record my OBS. Well, not my OBS. Well, obviously I use OBS, but that's how I record BBC Micro. It's the only way I can get 50 frames, as far as I know. A swarm of bees will try to prevent your success. This hazard will appear at random, and you will not be able to take the things it is guarding while it is still there. To make the hazard disappear, you must use one of the things which you will find, but each time you use something, you will become weaker. Good luck in your adventure, and good luck we shall have. Use these words only: enter north, S or south, E or east, W or west, take to pick up something, drop to pick up something, or drop to drop something. I don't even know why I said to pick up something. It's obviously take. Take to pick up something, drop to drop something, use to use something, list to see what you're carrying, quit to give up, and help to see these words again. And that is pretty much all we really need to play the game with. And from here, we're going to play the adventure. So let's press A. Let's press return. All right. I have a little bit of notes, and I have a map. Hence why I was taking a little more time to get things out of the way and to get prepared. Should have done that before I started this video, but oh well. Anyway, on with the show. This is a turnstile. Tickets cost 50 pence. There is a large rubbish bin. The way out is east, and it's the only way you can go. So, what you need to do in this game is you need to explore the zoo, find all the rubbish, take it to the rubbish bin, take it back to the entrance, and drop it at the entrance. This will allow you to throw it into the rubbish bin. You need to find all the items, not just the rubbish, and place it here, and you will win the game. So if you were to go east, or E, you're in a gravel area with paths leading from it. The way out is north, south, or west? Well, if we go west, we're going to go back to the entrance, so I'm going to go north for now. You are in a grassy bank. Some water lies to the north. The way out is north, south, or east. Well, if we go south, we go back to the gravel path, and there is something to the east, but I'll go north for now. Again, you are in a lake for the polar bears. It is surrounded by gray rocks. The way out is south, east, or west. Now, I'm going to do a thing real quick. I'm going to make a save state because I'm using BBM for this. And if we were to go to the east, you are lost in a swirling fog. Well, we should go back west to get out of it. Nope. You get caught in a swirling fog, there's no way out. So you need to remember where the swirling fog is. Let's go back. Obviously, east is going to get us into trouble, and south takes us back to the grassy bank. So we're going to go west. You are in a large dark cave with moss growing on the walls. The way out is east. And there's only one way you can go, which is east. And from here, we're going to go to other places. I am going to go east from the grassy bank to go to someplace else. And that will take us to... You are in a long footpath leading through some tall fir trees. The way out is east or west. You can see a crisp bag, a cigarette end. So we have items. Let us take the crisp bag. You now have a crisp bag. Take cigarette end. You have a cigarette end. Two things about items. One, they are in random spots every time you play. Two, you need to type in the entire item name to ensure that you pick it up. And now we are going to go back to the west, back to the south, and then back to the west. That will take us to the turnstile. Let us... What is the... list. Right. Oh, and the game tells us you have a crisp bag and a cigarette end as soon as I get out, amazingly. So it's list that I need to type in. I need to remember that. Drop crisp bag. You drop the crisp bag. Drop cigarette end. You drop the cigarette end. Okay. It's time to go, or rather, let's look around a little bit. Oh, it doesn't tell us where we need to go. Thankfully, I have the map, so I just need to go east. Let us see what happens if we go south on the gravel path. This is the cage for chimpanzees. They are swinging on long ropes. The way out is north, south, or east. A swarm of bees is here. You can see a peanut bag. I believe that the swarm of bees is also randomly placed every time you play. So, have yourself a map. Have yourself a separate piece of paper for knowing where the items are and where the bees are. That way you can write them down. Write all that stuff down. And you can figure out what you need to do. We obviously can't grab the peanut bag. If we try to, the bees will go after us. It won't hurt us or anything, I don't think. But I'd rather not even chance it at this point. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the elephant house. Another swarm of bees. This is the elephant house. How strong the animals look. The way out is north. A swarm of bees is here. I love how the exploration text is white. The compass directions you can go is blue. You have a green text for where the swarm of bees are, and all items are in red. Really nice. Very organized. I like that. Anita Straker had something in mind to keep things simple and organized and everything, and I like that. You can see a toffee wrapper and an empty cake box. We can't grab either one because bees. And we can go north, south, or east from here. We're going to go to the east from the chimp cage to go to the monkey's cage. You are in a monkey's cage. Shouldn't that be at? Anyway, you are at a monkey's cage. She is carrying a baby with her. I'm assuming she is the monkey. The way out is east or west. You can see a newspaper and a pot of honey. Take news. Paper. Take pot of honey. All right. We're going to do some things now. Now that we have a pot of honey, I'm going to save real quick with my save state in case things go wrong. Use honey. Okay. List. No. Help. That's what I should be doing. Okay. Use honey on bees. Well, let's try to take the peanut bag and see what happens. There's too much danger. Use honey. Oh, I know. I forgot my own rule. Use the whole item name. I mentioned it 2 minutes ago, and I can't remember that I need to do what I said I should do and told you that you should do. Use the pot of honey, not the honey. A swarm of bees disappears. If you use the wrong item, you lose strength. And if you lose strength too many times, you basically pass out and the game is over. I wish I was making that up. I actually mentioned this in my Try It Out Tuesday mentions on Twitter. I should probably post a link to that in the description. Now that we've used the pot of honey, as opposed to the honey, we can take the peanut bag now that the bees are gone. You have a peanut bag. Let's go south. Use the pot of honey. The swarm of bees disappears. We can take the toffee wrapper, if I can spell it correctly, and we can take the empty cake box. Oh, that's right. You can only have 5 items with you. Well, we can fix that. North. Let us go west from the graveled area. What do we have? Drop toffee wrapper. We drop the toffee wrapper. Let's use the list again. Let's drop the newspaper. And what else do we have? Drop peanut bag. Not peanut bug. Let us go to the east again. South. And south. Now, thankfully, once the bees disappear, they never show up again. So let's go ahead and take the empty cake box. So let's go north, north, and then west, and drop the empty cake box. You drop the empty cake box. All right. Let us go to the east again. And we've seen some places so far. I'm going to go back to the grassy bank, which is east and then north of the entrance. And to the east, I'm going to go to the footpath and the fir trees. And if I go to the east, again, I'll go to a wooded picnic area. You're in a wooded area with picnic tables and chairs. The way out is north, south, east, or west. If we go north from here, we will be in the fog. We don't want to be in the fog. Every other direction is fine. We will go east. You are in a large grassy enclosure. Some lions are prowling around it. The way out is south, east, or west. If we go east from here, that's fog. We don't want to be in it. So we're going to go west, even though south is also fine. What if we were to go south from the wooded area with the picnic tables and chairs? We see the bears. This is the pit for grizzly bears. They look very hungry. The way out is north, south, or east. You can see some leaves. Get leaves. Okay, you can use get as opposed to take. Nice. Let us go south from here. See what happens. We have 4 items here. This is where the giraffes live. They are eating bamboo shoots. Interesting. I thought they usually ate some sort of leaves, but I wouldn't say eucalyptus leaves. Those are koalas, but I know they usually eat some sort of leaves on a tall tree. Maybe I should look this up after the video. The way out is north, east, or west. A swarm of bees is here, so we used a pot of honey. Swarm of bees disappears. You can see a sweet paper, a lollipop stick, an old comic, and some string. We're going to go west from here. And we're going to go back to the monkey or the chimpanzee cage, north, west. Okay. What do we have? Drop leaves. Then we're going to go east, south, east, and then east again. We will take the sweet paper, take the lollipop stick, take the old comic, and take some string. Take string. Oh, we've got too much. So, string is the only exception to that rule from earlier. You just type take string. What do I have? Oh, right, I have the pot of honey. Well, what else did I have afterwards? Take string. So I'm going to only have 4 items then. Wild. I'm going to go back to the entrance. Can't go that way. What's still on the list? Drop sweet paper. I know I'm going to go back and forth between my list and my text parser very, very quickly. Apologies if it's too fast for you to read. And if you drop enough items, it just says you are back where you came in. And let's look at our list again. As long as you remember to go east at the entrance, you're fine. Drop old comic. And now we are going to go east, south, east, and then east again. And we're going to take the string. Now, I apparently do not have the screen to the east of me, east of where giraffes are, on my map. Apparently, I've accidentally omitted that. So let's see what happens if we go east from the giraffes. Just what I thought, swirling fog. Maybe it's for the best that I didn't do that. Okay. Let's do this again. What's on our list? We have the string. Now, if we go to the east from the bears, which is south from the lions, we will end up in a very large cage filled with brightly colored birds. The way out is north, east, or west. North takes us back to the lions, and west takes us back to the bears. So we're going to go east. You are in a stony area. To the south is an underground entrance. The way out is south or west. A swarm of bees is here. You can see a biscuit tin. Use pot of honey. A swarm of bees disappears. Take biscuit tin. Now, west takes us back to the birds, while south takes us to an aquarium. It is very quiet here. You are in an aquarium lit by soft green lamps. It is very quiet here, and the way out is north. And west, we can just go round and around here. And south and west. Now we just drop the biscuit tin at the entrance, and then drop the pot of honey. We still have one item, though. So let's get the pot of honey. Okay. we need to start looking around because we've been just about everywhere that we can. Let us go back to the north and see what happens. Let's go north from the grassy bank. Let us go west from the polar bear lake. Nothing there. Let me see what's on my list. Oh, that's right, I forgot to drop the string. Why am I even looking around then? I'm about to say it, we've been everywhere. How could I possibly forget something? Well, it's a good thing we checked the northwest corner of this area just to be safe. Let us drop the string, which I forgot that I had, and then drop the pot of honey. You drop the pot of honey, and we have brought everything back. We have completed Zoo for the BBC Micro by Anita Straker. And the highest score you can get is 75. Thankfully, because we didn't run out of energy at any point, and we brought everything back to the entrance, we get the best possible score of 75. And from there, we can stop. So, that was fun. That was a nice little game to play. It's what I've expected from after playing T-Shop and The Lost Frog. It's a nice, pleasant little text adventure game for kids, or for anybody who is a BBC Micro enthusiast of any age. You don't have much in the way of graphics, but I do like the fact that certain things are certain colors, like, oh, there's a swarm of bees, there's green text. There's items here, there's red text. You can go in this direction, the blue text will tell you. I do like that. It's a nice touch. It keeps everything compartmentalized in a way that is very easy to understand. I love that. Sound and music, well, the only sound you heard was that little ditty that we heard when we dropped everything off at the entrance and cleaned the zoo up. Why you're cleaning the zoo up, I have no idea. I'm kind of getting flashbacks of that Universal theme park game for the GameCube. Just thinking about it. But yeah, you just go around the zoo, pick up trash, and take it to the rubbish bin at the entrance. You just drop it at the entrance, and the game counts it as dropping it in the rubbish bin. So what you heard is basically what you got. It's okay. I mean, I can't really complain about it. Controls. I had no problem with the controls. Didn't have any errors. The way to play the game is easy to understand. Just as long as you remember to type in the entire name of an item when you try to take something, you're good. It's pretty easy to get through the game. It's pretty easy to type stuff in. I can't complain about the play control. It's as good as it's going to be for a game like this. And this is one of those BBC Micro games you'll probably play for like 20 minutes and then put something else on. But other than that, I can appreciate it for what it is. It's a children's text adventure from the first half of the 80s on the BBC Micro. You're going around the zoo. You're picking trash up. You're putting it in the trash can, or as the game calls it, the rubbish bin. And that's it. And you can figure out things right away. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you have to use the pot of honey against the bees, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't if you're like 5 or 6 and you're just learning how to read and learning things. I guess, for 3, 4, 5, 6 years of age. This was meant for young children, obviously. And if you can somehow find it for your BBC Micro collection, by all means get it. It's a short, simple game. You'll have fun with it for as long as it lasts. You'll also have a good time with it until you eventually complete it, until you And when you do, you'll probably be putting something else on, like Elite or something. But other than that, not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. Anita Straker made some good educational software for the BBC Micro back in the day. Just nice, all ages stories and situations and things. And I like what she has done that I have played so far. I do like that. If I ever find another Anita Straker game for the BBC Micro, you can bet that I'm going to play it. Just to show it off, just to see how it is. So far, she's pretty much batted 1,000 here on this channel, and I like this one. I can appreciate this one for what it is. And now I'm just rambling. So, this has been Zoo for the BBC Micro. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did. Hopefully I'll be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later. Special thanks to High Retro Game Lord 89, without whom this Let's Play would not have been possible.